Hey, it's Jeff. I'm working on this XS400, the XS Cafe as I'm calling it. This doesn't look much different than the last time that I showed anything to you. Let me show you what I have been working on. The motor I'm going to use. This weekend I got after it and I got all of this painted. I got some polishing done on this. Still got a little more polishing to do on this. I'm going to have to switch to a different style. I was using my big bench polisher on this and the wheel's too big to do these. It wasn't working very well anyway, so I'm going to have to work a smaller, probably off of the drill on here and get this done, get the rest of this done. Kind of tired of polishing because I did that side and the other side. I did all of that except for this this weekend. I did this week. So I did a bunch of video for that, and honestly it turned out like crap, so I'm not going to bore you with that. What I'm working on tonight, though, is the battery box. And I was talking with a buddy of mine who does do some fabrication, asking him some questions. So he gave me some ideas of what to do, and I'm going to try to make another template, and I've got it started. My favorite cereal, not really, but I've got it started. I got to get it put together, and then I think I'm going to take it over and he's going to probably cut it out for me and bend it maybe, and then possibly put it all together. I want to try to weld it. If I can't, then I'll probably have him do it. If you can see, I kind of sketched out some dimensions that I wanted to work with. I have the other pieces that I had cut out for it and kind of took some measurements off of that. I've done some cutting on this. Don't know if this is going to be my final product or what I'm looking for, but I think it's going to be close. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to tack it up here and here. It is much wider than the battery. It's probably a total of about 1 inch wider, but I wanted it wider because I've got the wires that I want to run through here into this thing. The battery will sit in here, and then I'll just prop where it needs to go. Put a tie down on there or something. I've got this arch in the back. Do I want that to be arched, or do I just want it flat, straight up? I think I just want it flat, straight up. Let's do that. Instead of being arched to follow the wheel. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it there instead of arching it. I had it arched to the radius of the wheel. I think I'm just going to go straight up with it, and then it kind of flows with this. I'm going to build this back part out wider as well. Do I need to? I think I want to. I want to fill this frame in right here, so if I go out wide enough on that, it will fill that in. So, all right. But it does follow this instead of being an arch, and then on top of this I need to make that box, that 2-inch box. And the reason I want the box, because the battery pretty much fills this space with a little bit of space on either side, and I want the box to put the electronics on. So that's kind of the box. And if you think about it, the frame's good. You're going to have a really nice looking tank and a really nice looking seat. This, I think that'll be all right. And you think about it, all painted the same color, black with the frame. Not typical cafe, but kind of works. Little flat seat on there. Let's do something. There's my seat. Just to get a visual of, you know, the look of it. Obviously, I'm going to go with a better looking seat than that. A Weeder workbench isn't going to last long. But that gives you the idea. Also, I think I'm going to be able to set it right down on this frame. And if you set it right down on the frame, the seat I'm going to get is a single seat, and it has the hump on the back of the upholstery. I like the upholstered hump as opposed to fabbed steel or whatever. I like the upholstery, the whole upholstered look with that hump on it. That's what I'm looking at for a seat. And that's about all I have time for tonight. So I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to take that over to my buddies and we'll see what he wants to do with it. I don't know if we're going to do it tomorrow night, cut and break everything, or if he's just going to say, let me work with it. I don't know. We're going to go with that and move on from there. And hopefully the next time I bring this up, I will be putting it back in. I will be putting the battery box in here. And like I said, I might have to take that rear tire off once the thing is built. I don't know if I can finagle in through here. I'm fine with that. It's got to come off anyways. So this is Monday night. This is November 1st. That's why I got the hat on, because it's cold out today. And I'm going to try to do some video along the way. A little bit better than the polishing video that I did. It just didn't come out good, so I'm not going to make you suffer through that. So I'm going to call that a night, and we'll get back at it later this week. So all the work building this template paid off. I now have a battery box. I took it over to my buddy, and he put it on his CAD program, put it on his CNC plasma cutter, cut it out. We cleaned up the edges, put it on the brake. He tacked it up for me. I told him I at least wanted to try to weld it, so we'll see how I do with that. But it is there, and it is what I wanted. I'm going to have to notch this edge out for it to fit in there. Once I pull everything off of the frame, I will be able to put this where I want it, figure everything out, get it so that it's setting where I want it, because it's not quite setting where I want it there. That's as high as it goes in the back with this. So it is what I was looking for. It was working, and I think once it's all painted, I think it'll blend as out of place as what I thought it was going to be. I like the line that it's cut at here, so you can kind of see as it flows through here, it's kind of even with that. So I guess maybe that's the custom touch there. It's kind of an odd thing on a cafe, but it's what I felt like I had to do to get this to work the way I wanted it to. So once it's mounted, then I can put all my electronics in it. Like all of these are going to fit in there. This is ECU and voltage regulator and all of that. There's got to be a fuse box. This would be the fuse box if it had one. A couple other relays and a starter relay, and that's all going to feed into here with the battery. So there it is.